So sin 45 is 1 by root 2, cos 45 is also 1 by root 2. So here theta is equal to 45 degrees. If A is a vector, then the unit vector of this is denoted as A cap is equal to vector A divided by its own length. This is for the vector A. A cross B is 1 means we know length of A cross B is equal to length of A into length of B sin theta into n cap. Hello dear students, welcome to this session of mathematics class. I am Mr. Niranjan, faculty of mathematics, Vidhyaashram PU College, the temple of excellence. Now in this session I am going to discuss regarding the miscellaneous additional problems in vectors. Few problems which are taken from the previous year question papers that I am going to solve today. So these problems are very important for the point of examination. Now let us come to the first problem. So here I am going to discuss regarding the problem based on the scalar product of vectors as well as the vector product of vectors. So dot product and cross product. Now let us come to the first problem. This is very important problem for 3 marks. What is given? If A is equal to 2i plus 2j plus 3k and vector B is equal to minus I cap plus 2j cap plus k cap and vector C is equal to 3i cap plus j cap are such that A plus lambda B is perpendicular to vector C. Vector A plus lambda B is perpendicular to vector C. Then find the value of lambda. This is very important problem. What is the given condition? Vector A plus lambda B is perpendicular to vector C. You know the property, if two vectors, vector A and vector B are perpendicular to each other, means their dot product is equal to 0. A dot B is equal to 0. That is, for example, if A and B are any two vectors, then A dot B is equal to 0 implies vector A is perpendicular to vector B. Here the given condition is same. A plus lambda B is perpendicular to vector C means given that vector A plus lambda B dot vector C is equal to 0. The dot product of these two are equal to 0. Now first find out the value of A plus lambda B and then dot C. That's it. Now let us find out A plus lambda B. Vector A plus lambda into vector B can be written as, what is vector A? 2i cap plus 2j cap plus vector A 3k cap plus lambda is a constant, lambda into vector B. Vector B is minus I cap plus 2j cap plus k cap. Now this can be written as, multiply by lambda and add it. So this can be written as 2 minus lambda into I plus 2 times, multiply by lambda, 2 into lambda is plus 2 lambda into j, coefficient of I, j, k, addition of vectors, plus 3 into 3 plus lambda into 1 is lambda times k. This is the value of vector A plus lambda B. Now apply the dot product of this and C, you will get the answer. That's it. Now I'll go to the next page. Now A plus lambda B dot C is equal to 0. That is 2 minus lambda into I, that is plus 2 plus 2 lambda into j, 2 plus 2 lambda into j, then plus 3 plus lambda into k dot vector C. What is vector C? Vector C is equal to 3i plus j. This is equal to 0. Now simplify this. So dot product, this is 2 minus lambda into 3 plus 2 plus 2 lambda into coefficient of j cap is 1 plus this is 3 plus lambda into, there is no k value, that is 0, that's equal to 0. Now multiply, 3 2s are 6 minus 3 lambda plus 2 lambda is equal to 0. Now what is this? 6 plus 2 is 8. Minus 3 lambda plus 2 lambda is minus lambda is equal to 0. 8 minus lambda is equal to 0. That means 8 is equal to lambda. Therefore, the value of lambda is 8. For lambda is equal to 8, a plus lambda b dot c is equal to 0. That means vector a plus lambda into b is perpendicular to vector c. That is the given condition. So, the required answer is 8 is the required answer. Hope you followed this. That's it. Very simple problem. Let me explain once again. So, see, given that vector a plus lambda b is perpendicular to vector c means a plus lambda b dot c is equal to 0. Just find out a plus lambda b. Vector a is this plus lambda into vector b. Multiply it minus lambda I plus 2 lambda j plus lambda k. Add it 2 minus lambda I plus coefficient of j is 2 plus 2 lambda into j plus coefficient of k 3 plus lambda into 1 is lambda k. So, what is given? The given condition is a plus lambda b dot c is equal to 0. Substitute the value of a plus lambda b dot c, vector c. Now, that is vector c is 3i plus j is equal to 0. Multiply it, that is dot product 2 minus lambda into 3 plus 2 lambda into j coefficient is 1 plus 3 plus lambda into there is no k term, that is 0. Multiply 3 into 2 is 6, 3 lambda, 2 into 1 is 2 plus 2 lambda is equal to 0, or 6 plus 2 is 8 minus 3 lambda plus 2 lambda is minus lambda, 8 minus lambda is equal to 0, or 8 is equal to lambda. Therefore, the value of lambda is equal to 8. That is the required answer. Very important and very simple problem. Okay. Now, let us come to the next problem. Now, this is also a very important problem. Find a unit vector perpendicular to each of the vectors a plus b and a minus b. Find a unit vector. So, unit vector, you know the unit vector, if a is any vector, if a is a vector, then the unit vector of this is denoted as a cap is equal to vector a divided by its own length. This is for the vector a. Now, what is required to find? Find a unit vector perpendicular to vector a plus b and a minus b, where a is equal to, vector a is equal to 3i plus 2j plus 2k and vector b is equal to I plus 2j minus 2k cap. Now, let us find out first a plus b and a minus b. Now, a plus b, vector a plus b is equal to, what is vector a? Vector a is 3i cap plus 2j cap plus 2k cap plus vector b I cap plus 2j cap minus 2k cap. So, therefore, vector a plus b is equal to 2i plus 1i is 4i. Again, 2j plus 2j is equal to 4j cap. Again, 2k minus 2k gets cancelled. This is equal to 0k cap. Now, similarly, find out a minus b vector. Vector a minus b. A is equal to 3i plus 2j cap plus 2k cap minus vector b. What is vector b? I cap plus 2j cap minus 2k cap. This is equal to 3i plus 2j plus 2k cap minus, multiply by negative sign, minus I cap minus 2j cap, this is 2j cap, minus into minus plus 2k cap. Add this. So, therefore, vector a minus b can be written as 3i minus 1i is 2i, minus 2j plus 2j gets cancelled, this is 0j, 2k plus 2k is equal to 4k. So, this is how we are going to calculate the value of vector a plus b and a minus b, addition and subtraction. So, now what is the condition given? Vector a plus b is, find the unit vector perpendicular to a plus b and a minus b. Okay. Now, let us find out the cross product of a plus b and a minus b. Okay. Now, what is a plus b? Now, a plus b, vector a plus b is equal to 4i plus 4j plus 4k, 4i plus 4j plus 0k, and vector a minus b, what we have obtained? This one, 2i minus 2i plus 0j plus 4k. Okay. Now, I will rub this and I will do the next part. Okay, I will continue the second part. So, what is the values we are obtaining? We got a plus b. A plus b is equal to vector a plus b is 4i cap plus 4j cap plus 0 cap. k cap, and vector a minus b is equal to 2i cap plus 0j cap plus 4k cap. Now find out a plus b cross a minus b, the cross product of these two. Now a plus b cross a minus b is equal to determinant I, j, k cap. The coefficient of a plus b is 4, 4 and 0. Coefficient of I, j, k cap in vector a minus b is 2, 0 and 4. Simplify this. Plus, minus and plus. Expand with respect to the first row. So this can be written as I into I cap. This is gone. 4 4s are 16 minus 0 minus j cap into this is gone. 4 4s are 16 minus 0 plus k cap into this is gone. 0 into 4 is 0 minus 8. So this can be written as 16i minus 16j minus 8k cap. Okay, now let us consider this as C. Let us consider this is equal to C. Let C, vector C is equal to, let us call it as vector C. Okay, now find out the length of vector C. What is C here? C is nothing but a plus b cross a minus b. The square root of 16 square plus minus 16 square plus minus 8 square. Simplify this, that's it. Okay. So 16 square is equal to 16 into 16, 256 plus again this is 256 plus 8 8s are 64. Going to get this as 576. So square root of 576 is equal to 24. So length of a plus b cross a minus b, that is nothing but C is equal to 16 square plus minus 16 square plus minus 8 square. 256, 16 into 16, 256, again 256, 8 into 8, 8 is 64. 256 plus 256 plus 64 is equal to square root of 576. Square root of 576 is nothing but 724. So therefore, the required unit vector, perpendicular to vector a plus b and a minus b is C cap is equal to vector C divided by its own length. That is nothing but a plus b cross a minus b divided by its own length. So what is C? C is equal to 16i minus 16j minus 8k divided by square root of this is nothing but 24. Length of this is 24. So if you want, you can remove the common factor. You can divide by 8. So 8 2i minus 2j minus k divided by 24. This can also be written as 8 3s are, this 3 times gets cancelled. This is 1 over 3 times 2i minus 2j minus k. The required answer is C cap is equal to, if you want you can write 2 by 3i minus 2 by 3j minus 1 by 3 k cap. This is the required unit vector C. Hope you followed. So to find the unit vector perpendicular to a plus b and a minus b, just find out the cross product of a plus b and a minus b and the length of a plus b cross a minus b. So the unit vector is divided by vector divided by its own length. That's it. So that is nothing but vector C divided by length of C. What is C here? C is nothing but a plus b cross a minus b. That's it. Now let us come to the next problem. Now this is also a very important problem. Show that a minus b cross a plus b is always equal to 2 times a cross b. Now let us take LHS. What is LHS here? LHS is vector a minus b cross vector a plus b. Just multiply it, cross. So this can be written as a cross a plus b minus vector b cross a plus b vector. So this is equal to vector a cross a plus vector a cross b, again multiply by this minus b cross a vector, minus into plus minus b cross b. Now since you know the cross product is nothing but the determinant ijk, according to the property, if two rows, two columns are same, the value of a determinant is equal to 0. So therefore, A cross A is equal to 0. Similarly, B cross B is also equal to 0. So this can be written as 0 plus A cross B minus, this is B cross A, minus 0. So this is A cross B minus, since we know, since A cross B is also equal to minus of B cross A, minus of B cross A. So this minus B cross A can also be written as plus A cross B. So this is nothing but A cross B plus A cross B is equal to 2 times A cross B. This is the required RHS. That's it. 2 times A cross B. Very simple. So just transfer B cross A is also equal to minus of A cross B. That is B cross A is also equal to minus of A cross B. So this minus and minus becomes plus. A cross B plus A cross B is 2 times A cross B. That is the required answer. Now listen to me. LHS A minus B cross A plus B, multiplication, ordinary multiplication, A cross A plus B minus B cross A plus B multiplied A cross A plus A cross B minus B cross A, minus into plus, it is minus B cross B. A cross A is equal to 0, B cross B is also equal to 0, because if two rows and two columns are same, then the value of a determinant is equal to 0, since A cross B is nothing but determinant ijk coefficients. Now A cross B as it is, minus of B cross A. Again, A cross B minus of B cross A can also be written as minus of A cross B. So minus into minus becomes plus. A cross B plus A cross B is equal to 2 times the A cross B vectors, vector A cross vector B. So therefore, vector A minus vector B cross vector A plus vector B is equal to 2 times the vector A cross vector B. Hope you followed. Very important and simple problem. These are the questions from previous year question papers. Now let us come to the next problem. Find lambda and mu if, this is also important problem. Find lambda and mu if vector 2i cap plus 6j cap plus 27k cap cross a vector I cap plus lambda into j cap plus mu into k cap is equal to 0. Now what is given here? The cross product of two vectors is 0. A cross B is equal to 0. A cross B is nothing but the determinant ijk. Simplify, you will get the answer. Now what is given? Now the solution, let us come to the solution. A cross B, given cross product A cross B is equal to 0. That is, write down the cross product of this I, J, K. Coefficient of this is 2, 6 and 27, and 1 lambda mu is equal to vector 0. This is given. So that is, find lambda and mu if the cross product of these two vectors are 0. The cross product is nothing but determinant ijk, the coefficient of first vector and the coefficient of second vector. So I cap, j cap, k cap, coefficient of I, j cap 2, 6 and 27, 1 lambda and mu. Now expand with respect to first row, plus, minus and plus. That is I cap into, this is gone, 6 into mu is 6 mu, minus 27 into lambda is 27 lambda, minus j, delete the row and column containing this, 2 into mu is 2 mu, minus 1 into 27 is 27, plus k cap into 2 into lambda is 2 lambda, minus 1 into 6 is 6 is equal to 0 vector. 0 vector is nothing but, here write it in the form 0i plus 0 j cap plus 0 k cap. Now equate the coefficients. Coefficients of I, j and k. So the coefficients of I, j, k are 0. So I coefficient is 0, j coefficient is 0, k coefficient is 0. So therefore this can be written as 6 mu minus 27 lambda is equal to 0, or this one 2 mu minus 27 is also equal to 0. If I multiply by negative sign, we'll get that becomes positive. Similarly, 2 lambda minus 6 is equal to 0. Now solve this, you will get the values of mu and lambda. So here solve this from 2 mu minus 27 is equal to lambda. 2 times mu is equal to 27. Therefore, mu is equal to 27 divided by 2. This is the value of mu. Okay. So for lambda, equate this. 2 lambda minus 6 is equal to 0. 2 lambda is equal to 6. Lambda is equal to 6 by 2 is equal to 3. Lambda is equal to 3. So these are the values. So mu is equal to 27 by 2 and lambda is equal to 3 is the required answer. That's it. Okay. Hope you followed. Listen to me. I will explain once again. What is given? A cross B is equal to 0. Dot cross product I, J, K, 2, 6 and 27. I, lambda and mu. Simplify this. I into 6 mu minus 27 lambda minus J into 2 mu minus 27 plus K into 2 lambda minus 6 is equal to 0 I cap plus 0 J cap plus 0 K cap. Equating the coefficients of I, J and K. 6 minus 6 mu minus 27 lambda is equal to 0. Or this, if you want, you can also write minus of 22 mu minus 27 is equal to 0. Multiply by negative sign. Minus 0 is nothing but positive 0 itself. It is 2 mu minus 27 is equal to 0. Or if you want, you can also write like this. Minus of 2 mu minus 27 is equal to 0. Multiply by negative sign, it will reduce us to 0. 2 lambda minus 6 is equal to 0. Now, from this, 2 mu minus 27 is equal to 0. 2 mu is equal to 27. Therefore, mu is equal to 27 divided by 2. Now, consider this. 2 lambda minus 6 is equal to 0. 2 lambda is equal to 6. Lambda is equal to 6 by 2. That's equal to 3. So, therefore, the values of lambda is equal to 3 and mu is equal to 27 divided by 2. These are the required answer. This is a very important problem for 3 marks. Hope you followed. Okay. Now let us come to the next problem. This is also important problem. Find length of vector A and length of vector B if vector A plus B dot A minus B is equal to 8 and length of vector A is equal to 8 times the length of vector B. Already the condition is given. Vector length of vector A is equal to 8 times the length of vector B. If such is the case, find out the value of vector A and vector B length of vector A and length of vector B. Now, first, let us write down what is required to find A plus B dot A minus B. Simplify this. This is equal to 8. This is given. A plus B dot A minus B is equal to 8. So, this can be written as, if you simplify this, A dot A plus into minus, this is A dot minus B plus B dot A plus into minus, B dot B is equal to 8. So, this is A dot A. This can also be written as length of A square plus into minus, A dot B dot product A dot B plus B dot A is also equal to A dot B minus length of B dot B into B dot B is nothing but length of B whole square. So, these two gets cancelled. Minus A dot B plus A dot B gets cancelled. What is left over is length of A square minus length of B square is equal to 8. But it is given. What is given? Length of A is equal to 8 times the length of vector B. This is given condition. Substitute here. If I substitute length of A, this is 8 times length of B whole square minus length of B whole square is equal to 8. This is given. See, length of A is nothing but 8 times the vector length of B vector. 8 times length of B vector whole square minus length of B vector is equal to 8. Length of B vector whole square is equal to 8. Simplify this. Hope you followed this much. See here. This is given vector A plus B dot A minus B is equal to 8. Simplify, we are going to get length of A square minus length of B square is equal to 8. Since A is given, length of vector A is 8 times the length of vector B. 8 times the length of vector B whole square minus vector B length of vector B whole square is equal to 8. Now I will rub this and I will solve again. So this can be written as 8 square and length of b square, right? It's a 64 into length of vector b square minus length of vector b square is equal to 8. Now simplify. 64 minus 1 is 63. 63 times length of vector b square is equal to 8. Only vector b square is equal to 8 divided by 63, or vector b is equal to square root of 8 by 63. This can be written as 4 into 2, 4 2s are 8. 63 can be written as 9 7s are 9 into 7. So this is nothing but square root of 4 is 2, root 2 divided by square root of 9 is 3, root 7. This can be written as 2 by 3 into square root of 2 by 7. So therefore, what is vector? Vector b is equal to 2 by 3 times square root of 2 by 7. Now what is vector a? Now therefore vector a, length of vector a is equal to 8 into length of vector b. What is length of vector b? 2 by 3 into square root of 2 by 7. This can be written as 8 2s are 16. 16 by 3 into square root of 2 by 7. This is the required answer. So vector b is equal to 2 by 3 into square root of 2 by 7. Vector a is equal to 16 by 3 into square root of 2 by 7. So this is 2 by 3, this is 16 by 3 because it is 8 times the vector b. This is the required answer. That's it. Okay. Hope you followed. Right. Now what is the problem given? If the vector a and vector b such the length of vector a is given 3 and length of vector b is given root 2 by 3, and then a cross b is a unit vector, find the angle between the vectors a and b. This is very important and simple problem. Now what is given? Given that for two vectors, length of vector a is 3 and length of vector b is equal to root 2 by 3, and a cross b is a unit vector. A cross b is nothing but length of a cross b is equal to 1. A cross b is a unit vector. So a cross b, length of a cross b is a unit vector. Find the angle between the vectors, means the angle between the vectors is given by angle between vectors a and b is given by, whenever the cross product is given, the angle is sine theta. Whenever the dot product is given, the angle is a dot b, because you know a cross b is equal to length of a into length of b into sine theta. A cross b, length of a cross b is equal to length of a into length of b into sine theta into n cap. Okay. Now therefore sine theta is equal to length of a cross b divided by length of a into length of b. Now what is a cross b here? A cross b is equal to 1 divided by length of a. What is length of a? It is 3 into what is length of b? Length of b is equal to root 2 by 3. 3 and 3 gets cancelled, 1 by root 2. So sine theta is equal to 1 by root 2 means this is nothing but sine of 45 degrees. So therefore the value of theta is equal to 45 degrees or pi by 4 radians. So here the angle between the vectors is given by pi by 4 or 45 degrees. That's it. Pi by 4 or 45 degrees. That's it. Okay. Let me explain once again. Given length of a is equal to 3, length of b is equal to root 2 by 3, and a cross b is a unit vector. Then a cross b is a unit vector means length of a cross b is equal to 1. So a cross b is 1 means we know length of a cross b is equal to length of a into length of b sine theta into n cap, or only sine theta is equal to length of a cross b divided by length of a into length of b. Now substitute the angle between the vectors a and b is sine theta is equal to a cross b is 1 divided by length of a is 3 into length of b is root 2 by 3. 3 gets cancelled, 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 is nothing but sine 45. So for 45 degrees in sine you are going to get it as 1 by root 2. So sine 45 is 1 by root 2, cos 45 is also 1 by root 2. So here theta is equal to 45 degrees. That is nothing but pi by 4 radians. The angle of intersection between the two vectors is given by 45 degrees. is nothing but 45 degrees or pi by 4 radians. Now let us come to the next problem. This is cyclic order. Find the value of I dot j cross k plus j dot I cross k plus k dot I cross j. Now you have I have explained in my previous class regarding the cyclic order. So here if I write the cyclic order for this, I, j and k. Okay. Now what is given here? Given I dot j cross k plus j dot I cross k plus k dot I cross j. Now this is equal to I dot, now j cross k, j into k is nothing but I, the cyclic order is I, plus j dot I cross k, I and k, this is in the reverse order, so this can be written as minus j cap plus k dot I into j, I dot j is again k cap. Okay, if it is clockwise and anti-clockwise, depending upon the clockwise and anti-clockwise, the signs will change. So in this direction we are going to get positive, in the opposite direction we are going to get the negative. So therefore here j cross k is equal to I, again I cross k, I and k is equal to minus j, I cross j is equal to k. Now since the dot product is nothing but I dot I, one unit vector of 1 and 1. So unit vector of I cap and I cap is 1. This is 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. Again this is 1 into 1 is 1. Minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. The required answer is 1. Put the cyclic order. J cross k is I. J dot I cross k is equal to minus j. K dot I cross j is equal to k. Dot product of two vectors, that is I and I. 1 into 1 is 1. J minus into plus, it is minus. 1 into 1 is 1. Again plus 1 into 1 is 1. Minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. This is equal to 1. The required answer is 1. Now let us come to the next problem. Now what is the problem? If magnitude of a plus b is equal to magnitude of a minus b vector, prove that vector a and b are perpendicular. What is to prove is vector a and vector b are perpendicular. So for any two vectors a and b, they are perpendicular means dot product is equal to 0. So if a dot b is equal to 0 means vector a is perpendicular to vector b. Now what is to prove here is a dot b is equal to 0. Now what is given? Given that length of vector a plus b is equal to length of vector a minus b. Now consider vector a plus b whole square is equal to length of a minus b whole square, or this can also be written as, we know this, length of a square plus length of b square plus 2 times the length of this is nothing but a dot b is equal to, again this is length of a square plus length of b square vector minus 2 times the vector a dot b. Transfer this to the left hand side. So this can also be written as, if I transfer this, this becomes length of a square plus length of b square plus 2 times a dot b minus length of vector a square minus length of vector b square plus 2 times a dot b is equal to 0. So minus b square plus a square minus a square gets cancelled. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4 times a dot b is equal to 0. So a dot b is equal to 0 divided by 4 means 0. A dot b is equal to 0 means therefore vector a is perpendicular to vector b. That's it. Very simple problem. What is to prove here is show that the dot product is equal to 0. Just what is given? A plus b is equal to a minus b. Vector a plus b, length of a plus b is length of a minus b. Squaring on both sides. Length of a plus b whole square is equal to length of a minus b whole square. This can be written as a plus b into a plus b dot a plus b, a minus b dot a minus b. On simplification, we will get length of a square plus length of b square plus 2 times a dot b, length of a square plus length of b square minus 2 times a dot b. Transfer to the left hand side, plus a square minus a square plus b square minus b square gets cancelled. 2 times A dot B plus 2 times A dot B is 4 times A dot B is equal to 0. A dot B is equal to 0 by 4. Therefore, vector A dot B is equal to 0 means vector A is perpendicular to vector B. Hope you followed. So, these are few problems based on the previous year question papers. Hope you followed. This is a very important problem. That's all for today's session. Let us meet in the next section with different problems. Thank you. Thank you very much.